Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Jones
Good
and
morning.
Ms. Perkins. We are excited to present to you our Students of the Week. And we are getting near the end of the school year, so we want you to keep
Yep.
focused and keep in touch with your teachers and keep on clever and imagine learning and all those things that you are familiar with from kindergarten all the way up to fifth grade, TK actually too, right? Because all of our
Yep.
students have access now. So boys and girls, we want to encourage you to keep hanging in there, and we appreciate these students especially that we're going to announce. So let's get
Yep.
started, okay?
Get started.
All right, so from Dr. Ludington's class, we have a student of the week. Jonathan Sanchez has been doing all of his work
Yay.
and always having a smile. Hey, that's a good thing. It's not the easiest thing, but we appreciate that, Jonathan. Thank you. Congratulations. From Mrs. Brockman's class, we want to celebrate Dominic Zayas for being a great distance learner and sending lots of amazing pictures. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Dominic. And for Mrs. Guest's classroom, our student of the week is Aubrey Ayub for being a distant learner in her classroom. Thank you. Congratulations, Aubrey. Way to
Hey,
go.
Aubrey.
And from Ms. Mendoza's class, we have a student of the week who's been an awesome reader on Epic. A lot of you boys and girls are really, really connecting. And Donovan Daniels, we'd like to congratulate for reading 39 books and a 5.4 hours of login time. So way to go, Donovan.
Good job, Donovan.
Excellent job. And finally, our final kindergarten student of the week for Ms. Montano's class is Mason Hernandez for being ready to learn every day in distance learning. We appreciate that, Masons. Congratulations to
Good job,
you.
kindergarten.
All right, first grade. Take it away, Ms. Perkins.
First grade, we're going to start with the lovely Mrs. Boffman's classroom. She selected Omar Lopez for excellence in reading. She's very specific, so good job to you, Omar. For Mrs. Kilcher's classroom, Jose Mejia is being selected this week for being a great active learner. That means you're actively engaged, so good job, Jose. From Mr. Wynn's classroom, Sophia Solaris for completing quality work on Google Classroom and being an active learner. And her AR star tested, the last time she was tested, she was at a 3.0 grade.
Wow.
So she's a first grader reading at third grade level.
Up, Sophia.
And let me see, heading over to Mrs. Pacheco's room, Angeline Sanchez. We want to give you a huge shout out for being an awesome and positive active learner during distance learning. And last but not least, from Mrs. Tello's classroom, Isaiah Castro for being positive during this hard time of distance learning. So great job to all of our first graders. Congratulations.
Good job, Isaiah, and all of our first graders. Let's move on to second grade, starting with Mrs. Alvarez's classroom. Our student of the week from her class is Jaden Holloway for his outstanding effort during distance learning. Good job, Jaden. Fantastic. We're proud of you, as we are of Garrett Johnson from Mrs. Buddy's classroom. Garrett is our student of the week for doing a great job on Imagine Learning.
Yay!
And Google Classroom activities. Boys and girls, give me thumbs up if you've been on Imagine Learning. All right, proud of you. I'm checking. We are very excited for those of you really making progress, and some of you are exceeding the 100%, and that is pretty amazing.
Awesome.
That's called going above and beyond. From Mrs. Wallace's classroom, our student of the week is Neftali Escorcia for doing a great job during distance learning. We like that. Great work. And from Mr. Valenzuela's class, our student of the week is Perla Talavera for being an active learner during distance learning. Congratulations, Perla. All right, let's move on.
Yay, good job. All right, are we ready for third grade? Okay, here we go. From Mr. Arias's classroom, Danette Dominguez, Alta Marino, for staying strong with distance learning, for hanging in there, having that tenacity. So good job, Danette. From Mrs. Cook's classroom, I've got Jade Quilter for being an active distance learner. So good job, Jade. From Miss Shelby's classroom, Jesus Guzman for being a positive active learner. And this one I always get wrong, so you might have to help me with this, Mr. Jones. From Williams' classroom, Julian Kelly E. Puglioli. Is that right? Kelly E. Puglioli?
Kelly E. Puglioli, you're very close.
Hopefully I did, Julian.
Good job.
For being an active distance learner, a great comedian, and for having a positive attitude. So you're making everyone laugh during this hard time. So thank you, Julian, and thank you to all.
Good thing. Good job, Julian.
Good job.
Proud of you. Fantastic. All right, moving on to fourth grade. Let's start with Mrs. DeVicente's classroom. And we have our student of the week, Xavier Arevalo, for doing all of his work during distance learning and going above and beyond his
Yay!
goal on Imagine Learning. Again, Imagine Learning, boys and girls, we want you to get on
Good
there
job.
and get 100% of your time each week. So keep up the good work, at least 20 minutes a day, I believe is our goal. So let's move on to Mr. Morin, Ms. Polito helping out there, Mr. Morin's classroom. Our student of the week is Isaac Zane. Fantastic. Isaac has done an excellent job on his step up to writing.
Yay, good job.
So we can be writing during our distance learning time. And from his campus class, our student of the week is Jose Olegue Castillo for reading on Epic every day and being an active learner during distance learning. We appreciate that. Congratulations, Jose.
Good job.
Good.
Congratulations to all of our fourth graders. You're doing amazing. 2 more weeks, guys. You can do this, okay?
Yes, we can.
And then fifth grade, Miss Ito's classroom, Yasmin Lazoya, for completing all of her work, asking for extra help, and for writing a fantastic creative writing piece on her own time. And I have to tell you, Mr. Jones and I believe this is the one we read. Right, Mr.
Yep,
Jones?
absolutely.
Ridiculously great. So good job, Yasmin. I'm so proud of you. We're so proud of you. Keep it up. From Miss Jones' classroom, Marlia Anderson for being an active learner and turning in thoughtful writing pieces. You're really thinking about it before you put it on paper. So good job to you, Marlia. From Miguel's classroom, Martin Arivalo Medina for being an active learner and completing all of your assignments. Great job to you, Martin. And finally, from Mr. Sanchez's room, Mariana Monroy for being consistent. You never gave up during distance learning. So congratulations again to all of our fifth graders. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you.
Excellent, excellent job. And we have a couple bonus awards for Student of the Week from Ms. Saavedra's group of students. She would like to celebrate Nathan Montero Hernandez for completing all distance learning assignments. That is impressive. Good job, Nathan. Congratulations to you. And from Ms. Villasanta's class, we want to congratulate Edri Serna Herrera for being a hard worker during distance learning. We appreciate all the hard work you're doing because it's on you, boys and girls, to continue showing effort and being a Spark student every day. And along with being safe and positive and being respectful and kind, that centerpiece that we are focusing on today for our students of the week and every day is active learning. You can still actively learn during distance learning. So thank you very much for all your hard
And
work.
remember, boys and girls, just because, you know, some people are going back out there and they're lightening up restrictions a little bit, but we want you to still stay safe and healthy, okay? So make sure that you're still washing your hands and really scrubbing between the fingers and the thumbs. Really good. Continue to just make good choices. And if you're going to sneeze or something, make sure you do it like this and don't rub anything on people and just take care of yourselves because we want you to stay healthy during this time. There you go. Kind of like dabbing. Okay. All right.
All right, signing off. Keep up the good
Signing
work,
off.
girls.
See you next week.
Bye.